Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today is Top 10 Tuesday and I thought we could talk about, if I could get my phone, maybe we could have that in the shot, my top 10 favorite apps that I use on my phone. Some of them are going to be like photo editing apps, but this is not like a photo editing video, you know. We could do one of those if you want to see them, but I feel like photo editing is like all about like your personal aesthetic, what you got going on. So I feel like, you know, you just gotta like find that. I mean, I can do a video and show you how I edit my photos if you want to see that, but again, I just feel like it's like everyone's personal preference. A few of the apps that I am going to mention are for editing just because they are ones that I use a lot of the time. It is a dark and gloomy day. Like it feels like it's 10 p.m. outside. It's supposed to have like a really bad rainstorm today too, or I don't know. I don't know. Also, I filmed this yellow look yesterday, like the exact makeup that I'm wearing right now, but my mic went out kind of towards when I was like doing my blush. Do you guys want to see this yellow look? Because I feel like it's just super simple. Like I literally have on one eyeshadow and it's yellow. So I'm gonna turn my screen record on so that you guys can see what we, not the flashlight, see what we're doing. And yeah, let's just jump in to my top 10 favorite apps. The first app is gonna be Unfold. Unfold is really great for Instagram stories. You can totally use Unfold to edit your pictures and put them on like your grid, but I mainly use them for IG stories. So you have to start a story title, which I never do. I just put like a letter. And then they have like a bunch of different little things at the bottom. And if you want to see how it looks, this is just how like you can get your stories to look like you have like a Polaroid on your story, or the ones that I use that look like film strips. Hold on, I'll show you the film strip one, which is FF1. Like I use this guy a lot. And what I like about it is that like you don't, so like you can put your photo in and then arrange it how you like. And also if you add a video in here and your video is kind of short, you can loop it. So like if you have like a 3-second video, you can make it like a 15-second video so you can like add music to it. But there's lots of different like little, what would these be called? Like borders or something? I don't know what they would be called. Some of them you do have to pay for, but they're like 99 cents. Like this one, a lot of people use like this guy that's got like the old school, like, I don't know what it's called, but you see it on the screen, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like a lot of people like to use that one. But yeah, they have tons of different little things. Like you can put 3 pictures in this guy and have like a really cute little story happening. This is the one that I like to use when I have like a new video. This is the one that I always use because the video fits in it like really cute. So I always use this Polaroid one here. The next one that I use is Snapseed. Oh, we already have a picture in here. Okay, that's fine. I took this picture yesterday and you can see like I did add a little bit of editing to it. So I only use Snapseed for mainly 2 things, even though you can do a ton in this app. I mainly use it for the tune image, and what I like to do is use the ambiance, and when you turn the ambiance up, like it adds like a lot of warmth to your photo, but I don't know, I just think it makes it look so much better than it like actually is. So I turn the ambiance up, and then I like to also turn the shadows down, and then if it's a little warm, I'll kind of adjust the warmth on it just a little bit so it's not like super orange. But you can do, like I said, so many things in this app. Like look at all that shit to mess with. But yeah, Snapseed is an app that I'm using all the time, mainly for turning up the ambiance. I just think that it makes your iPhone photos just look a lot better. And most of the photos that you see on my Instagram are iPhone photos because it's just easier to carry your phone around with you than carrying around a big ass camera. So I feel like when you crank that ambiance up, it really makes like an iPhone photo look a lot better than it is. Another one that I love is Retouch. Well, TouchRetouch. So I use TouchRetouch if I have like a random something in the background. You can use it to take stuff out of the background. All right, I'm just gonna use this easy one so you guys can just see. So here's a picture of me and Beebs at the skating ring. It was someone's birthday party, but you see those 2 cups right there? Like say you don't want those cups there, you can take object removal and then you can just color over these cups, right? And then hit go, and boom, no more cups in your shot. like, let's get these cups out of here too. So we're gonna get rid of this cup. You gotta go, bye cup. And then this cup, go. And let's see if we can get rid of this cup back here. And go. Boom. Here's what it looked like before with all the cups. Sometimes if you like take like a really cool pic, there'll be like a little person in the background, not like a little person, but like, you know, someone like in the background of your shot. You can use object removal to get rid of them, and it looks like you're just like in this scene all by yourself when really you're not. So if ever you see a picture and it looks like, how did you get this with like no one in the background? I'm object removing things. There are a few tools on this one, which is object remover, quick repair, line removal, and clone stamp. The really one that I only focus on is object removal, and sometimes I'll use the line removal as well if there's like a cord or something in the background and I don't like it. Like, you can basically get rid of anything you want. You just have to be like really precise, you know, you just like take your time, zoom in as much as you can, and only try to get that object. Like, otherwise it's gonna like pull other stuff from the background. It's gonna look a little crazy. It is used best when you only have to use it for like something small. So like, I've tried to take out the patio set in the background of the picture, and it's like, no girl, you're gonna need Photoshop for that. So it is nice if you wanna just remove quick little objects like all these cups, like bye cups. Now it just looks cuter, right? I mean, it looks cute with the cups. It's like real, but it looks cuter without them. StoryLuxe is another really cool app to use for your IG stories if you just want to like make them pop a little more, you want to add like a little bit of extra. You can see the ones that I like to use. I like to use the Polaroid with like the little tape holding it, and it just makes them look cuter. I like them because you can add a lot of photos to one picture. I haven't used StoryLuxe in a minute, and I don't know why. I feel like I don't know. It's sometimes like it comes and goes on what I like to use, but they have a ton of different frames you can use. So many different frames you can use. You can really make it look like your own. I love these little neon ones. Oh, we got little USA ones. I guess that was for 4th of July. It looks like you can add too. Oh, okay. With like all these apps, you're gonna find ones that are your favorite and other ones that you're never, ever, ever going to use. But yeah, StoryLuxe is really good. Obviously, you don't have to see me do one, because you can see like all these here, and clearly the ones that I like to use are ones that have this little tape, and you can adjust them if you want it to be smaller or if you want it to have, you know, like the white background. And you can obviously use these for, you know, your Instagram feed as well, even though it's called StoryLuxe. You don't gotta use them for just that. I feel like we're getting no eye contact in this video because I'm just looking down at my phone, which is like kind of like real life. So another one of my favorites that I use all the time is Audible. This is not a sponsored video at all. It is legit one of my favorite apps. I don't get my books for free. I do have a subscription to Audible that I pay for. I like to go back and listen to books that I've already listened to. I just find them comforting. So if you've never tried Audible, it's really amazing. They have tons and tons of books. I really like to listen to a book before I go to sleep at night, or if you're driving in the car, you just don't want to listen to music. It just is like a really zen app for me. It keeps me nice and calm, because sometimes when I'm driving in the car I get a little bit of road rage, and sometimes like hype ass music does not help. So what I do is like, I don't want to have road rage obviously, but you know, sometimes you just can't help it. Why you gotta cut me off? Why do you gotta cut me off, sir? Put your blinker on. I'm more than happy to let you over. So I turn on a book and it helps ease my mind. These next two that I'm going to mention are also ones that I like to kind of listen to at night. The first one is Rain Rain, and this is what I use to tune out Biebs when he snores, because he snores so loud. He has a deviated septum, and if you ever look at him like this, one of his nostrils is like almost completely closed. So I understand why he snores. It's not like the end of the world, but I'm a very light sleeper, and he falls asleep in like 1 second. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know why boys can fall asleep so fast. Me, it takes me like an hour. I have to overthink everything. I have to play out scenarios in my head. I have to think of a comeback to what somebody told me in 3rd grade. Like, I don't understand why I'm like this. So I sleep with headphones in, and I always listen to heavy thunderstorms. And it just really like, I think it kind of sounds the same as him snoring, so it kind of like drowns him out a little bit. When I'm like ready to fall asleep and I'm like done listening to an audiobook, this is what I turn on every single night. Well, not every single night, but the majority of the night. I feel like I go through multiple apps at night because I just have all this time before I fall asleep. But Rain is one that I use all the time, and I've been using it for years. A more recent one that I've been using is Headspace, and I like Headspace because it tells you like stories, but it has like an ambiance playing in the background. So there's another one that I use that kind of tells you sleep stories as well that I like to listen to, but it doesn't have any noise in the background. It's just the person reading. The reason that I like Headspace is because it has sleep casts, and the one that I listen to all the time is the Midnight Laundrette. And I don't know why, I just find it so calming. You can hear the washer and dryer in the background as well as the guy talking. And the thing that I like the most is every time you listen to the actual story, it changes ever so slightly. So you're not getting the same exact story every single time. And anytime I really feel like I can't go to sleep, I turn this one on and it helps me so much. I also like that you can adjust the ambiance and the voice. Like if you want to hear more of the washer and dryer, you can crank it down. And if you want to hear more of the man's voice, you can crank it all the way up. But I'll let you just listen for a second.
Hello. Thanks for joining us tonight for this visit to the Midnight Laundrette.
I might fall asleep.
We'll be washing away all the worries of the day.
Yes.
Creating the ideal conditions for a healthy, restful sleep.
Oh, I just love this man's voice too.
Each night we like to start with a short exercise, which we call a wind down. It's designed to soothe the body and relax the mind. So when you're ready, let's begin. So no matter what's been going on today, whether it's been a busy day or a calm one, this is an opportunity to just put everything down.
Oh, man. It's so good, right? Oh, we got both playing. We got both playing. We don't need both playing. So that guy's voice is just super, super relaxing. And again, I like the fact that the story changes. It's like about a cat and like all these people that are like at the laundromat. I don't know, I'm just really into it. Midnight Laundrette is like one of my favorites. I also really like Rainy Day Antiques because it's like you're caught in the rain and the only place you can escape to is this like antique store. So I just really enjoy this app. My mom's calling me. 1 second. Hello?
Yep. She's still in there. It's been an hour and 17 minutes I've been here.
All right, so my next one is Flow. I really like Flow because it helps you to know when your period's gonna come. It's also a really good app if like say you're trying to get pregnant. It will tell you what like your ovulation days are. Like it says that my period's in 12 days. This might be TMI, but like we're all girls here, and if we're not, hello. It's a natural thing. Everyone gets their period if you're a girl. Okay, anyways, so it says that I have like a low chance of getting pregnant. I'm not trying to get pregnant, but it does tell you when you're ovulating. Like a couple days ago, you can see like it'll tell you you have a chance to get pregnant. It'll tell you like if you have like a high chance. So that day we're like, Lord, no. I've always liked to log my periods just to make sure that I'm normal and everything is like happening the same, things are flowing, things like that. Even before like this app, I used to have like a calendar and put like just like, you know, like a red dot on it, so I knew when things were, because if you ever go to the doctor or anything like that, they always ask you like when was your last period, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't know, like it's my body, I should know. So that's why I like Flow, because it helps you keep track, and also it's like dead on. You can also log your period. The more you log like the days that you're on, the better it gets to know your cycle and like the more informative it is. And it's been pretty dead on since I've had the app. I've had the app now for like over a year, and I just think it's funny because like I always call my period Flow. I don't know why. I have since like I was younger, probably because my mom calls it Flow. Like I know that's like super old, but I refer to it as Aunt Flo, and the app is called Flow. So I was like, yes, this is for me. It'll also give you health insights, like all kinds of random stuff, like a bunch of reads that you can read. And then there's like a little community that you can like talk to people. I don't ever talk to anybody. I just like to know what's the deal, you know? I like to know what's happening, and this app helps keep track of it. These are the last two are gonna be like photo editing as well. So the first one is Visco, which has been around forever and ever and ever. I mainly love this app for two filters. So here's a picture that I took yesterday, which I should have put up on Instagram and I didn't. But the main reason I like this app is for HB1 and HB2. So HB1 adds like a lot of darkness to your photo, as you can see, but like, I don't know, like I just like it. I like this particular filter more for like when you're outside. Like, let me show you one of me and Beebs, because I feel like it's like cuter on like one of those pictures. So like this pic here, I like HB1 on it. So like I can even crank that all the way up and I like how it looks. It adds like a lot of darkness and depth to your picture. Is our phone recording? Yes, it better be. It just adds like a lot of darkness to it. So I like to use that one particularly for like when I'm like doing outside shots. Cause like, I mean, it looks cute without it, but like it looks a lot cuter with it. And look, you can see my remote control in my hand. So that's mainly the two that I like to use in this app, is HB1 and HB2. This app has so many different filters that's a little overwhelming. So usually like if I'm like flying or doing something where I have just like a lot of time on my hand, I'll go through and try to favorite ones that I like, just to make it easier on yourself so you don't have to scour through so many filters, even though it does depend on like what the photo is, on what like the filter is going to be. But mainly I do just use HB1 and HB2. HB1 kind of adds a lot more white to the picture, and HB2 adds a lot of darkness and depth to it, which is usually what I like. And with everything, like I said, don't use shit like on like its standard set. Like always go in and edit and see what you like, even though I do like this one cranked all the way up, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I got highlights too. I feel like you guys haven't seen me since I got highlights. 45 minutes into the video, right? All right, so then my last app is Rad Video. Rad Video is really nice for giving your stories like that retro look. As you can see, it's really cute. It has the play, it has your date at the bottom. You can import like a video, you know, if you want to. Let me get a video. And should we do this video where we're singing? No, because we might get copyrighted in this video. Let's just do this one. It's 1 second. Oh, okay. We want it big. Check. Just gives you like a retro looking vibe to your video. You can choose. So you can give them different vibes, different looks. It's just nice to add like a little retro touch to your video. Everyone used to be like all about clarity and wanting everything to be crisp and pristine. Now everyone's like, please make my videos look like shit. Like I want the grain, I want the rumble, I want the tumble. Like, why? Why? I don't know. I do too. I like that shit too. So those are my top 10 apps. I mean, I have way more than 10 apps on my phone. Obviously, you guys could see some of them, but those are the ones that I mainly use every single day, anytime I'm editing a photo or anything like that. Like I said, if you guys want to do a more in-depth photo editing video, we can do that, but I just feel like it's everyone's personal choice on how they want their vibe of their picture to be. I would love to know what some of your favorite apps are. Like, do you even have a top 10 favorite? Are there apps that you use every single day? Obviously Instagram, like we're using every single day. We gotta see what's happening with the peoples. So that is it for me. I don't have anything else to tell you guys except I love you, and I will see you super soon in another video. Bye guys.